We gotta go on a little trip. Let me show y'all something. There's some craziness going on in the RV park. Some craziness going on. Let me show y'all something. How's everybody? I am doing great, feeling great. Just came from outside. I was actually starting to water, and I ran upon something really, really interesting. Can y'all hear me okay? See me okay? Lord. Okay. Hello, 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 Lavender for Luck. How you doing? Hi, Tracy Jones. How you doing? Hello, Juan Perez. How are you? Oh, I should have brought my glasses. Hello, Brenda King. How are you? Growing with Dunny. Hello, how are you doing? Hi, Robin Murphy. How are you doing? Okay, can you hear and see me just fine? Okay, so I'm outside, obviously. And let me show you guys. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing? Let me show you guys craziness I just discovered. And y'all tell me. Now, you tell me if you all know what type of worm this is. Hold on. I'm sorry to have to do this, but let me clean off my screen. I'm so sorry. Because I need y'all to see this good. Okay. Y'all, can anybody tell me? It looks like a hornworm. Okay. Let me see if I can. My notifications are just all over the place. Okay. So can y'all see it now? You see it? Come on, pro worm people. Y'all tell me what the heck this is. It looks like a hornworm, except like I don't even know. Yes, like a dinosaur. Just like a dinosaur. Can't see it. Can you see it now? Look at this thing. It looks like a dinosaur. Kind of looks like a hornworm, but it's not the same color as hornworm. I told y'all, out here in this RV park, I have been finding. Look, there's another one. Look at this. Somebody, look at this mess. I told y'all, I have been seeing. Okay, here we go. I have been seeing some of the craziest looking bugs and experiencing things that I've never experienced before in all my years of growing. But look at this thing. Look at this. Does anybody know what this is? Wait a minute. I'm trying to get back focused. I mean, it's crazy. You think it's an army worm? They're huge. Like, it's big, like, I've never seen this one before. And obviously, it's been eating up, it's been eating on my satsuma. That's why all my leaves are gone, because it's been loving on my satsuma. It's looking really good um, for like a hornworm type of damage. And that's what this thing is looking like, but it's just different colors. And it almost looks like, no, the bird poop worm is much smaller. Wow. You're not a fan? Hey, Foster Family Fun. Well, that's what's going on. So I just came out, and I was gonna try my best to sit outside and talk to you guys, um, and just kind of show you around. I guess I could still do that, but it's hot. It's really hot, and I don't know. My heat tolerance has just been a mess recently. So here is my little garden area. And I've been doing my best to try to get out here and make sure that everything is staying alive. My hibiscus is doing well. I need to move. I think I need to move this again. This is my chocolate mint, and it's growing so long. It needs to be trimmed up. I'm gonna probably trim this up and go and try to find my dehydrator in storage and try to dry some of that. I don't know. I might just hang it and let it dry. But my hibiscus, as you can see, is doing quite well. And look how big this petunia plant has got. It's losing, some blooms at the moment, but look how big it's gotten. That was that little bitty plant that I got when I was doing the live tour that day. The purslane is still looking really good. I need to take it out of these pots and put it in a larger pot so that and then do some propagating of this too, because this is so beautiful. And I believe that this might be edible as well. I need to do a little more research on that, but I believe that that one is edible as well. So let's see what else we got in here to eat. Hey, Auntie Ellen, how are you doing? Um, ooh, see, I haven't been paying attention, and my blueberries are drying up. This is the pink lemonade blueberries. They're drying up because I haven't been paying attention to them. I recently bought and need to upplant this hosta. But I love hostas. I think they're beautiful, and they are edible as well. Like, there are lots of varieties of hostas, and so I definitely want to have things sitting around here that, in hard times, hey, you can go to some of your flowers that we thought were just for ornamental and then still eat on them. Still have some cuttings that I propagated, some peppers. This is the Carolina Reaper that was supposedly dead. And I just let it stay, covered it up, and now this is one of the cuttings that I did from it. Never ever had I propagated a cutting, a pepper before. Oops, sorry, almost dropped it. But that's the Carolina Reaper, and this is a Meyer cutting right here and right here. The dog out where my chickens are went to town, and he ate a lot of my cuttings and plants. He's just he's a young pup, but he's a pit bull, so he has very powerful jaws, and I guess he gets, I don't know, but he ate a lot of my stuff, a lot of my cuttings, and he was going to town. He also ate some of my bone meal. He literally, when I was out there fertilizing, he picked up my bag of bone meal and he ran with it. So, you know, when the dogs are really young like that, they think everything is a game. So he would run and he would lay down and he would eat some of the bone meal, and then he would get up again as I got closer to him and run. And so we had to go and find like one of his toys in order to get, I only had like a quarter of baby Cujo is what he is exactly. So I had to get like um, a couple of like his plush toys in order to get my bone meal back. But they said he paid for it the next day because, you know, the way his stomach was tore up, he paid for it. But yeah, so a lot of my cuttings have been destroyed. Thankfully, he didn't want my eucalyptus, which I grew from seed. Is now about a good 3 feet tall. And so it still has plenty of space to grow in this pot, but I really can't wait to put it in the ground, and it's looking pretty good. So right here, these are the elderberries. So if y'all remember all of those little elderberry plants that I cut, these are some of them. I mean, literally, they are just going wild. They're just going wild, and they are so super easy to propagate. Hi Janet, how you doing? They are super easy to propagate, and I have plenty of these because I wanted to get like a whole lot of these because um you know, I want to dry the berries and make the elderberry syrup for the family and friends, and probably sell some of the berries also when they start to produce. But yeah, I definitely wanted to dry those out. And so down here we have some lettuce. That is, yeah, that's lettuce. So we got a couple of these plants not too long ago because the ones that we had at the old house, they are, you know, done for, and a lot of them just got thrown out when we were cleaning out stuff. So we got new lettuce. Dang it. Okay. Sorry about that. So we got new lettuce. This this looks like, okay, where did this come from? This is the not the calendula, the other one. Not the calendula, the other one. I harvested seeds, the marigold. That's gotta be a marigold. Look at the leaves on that. Ain't that a marigold, y'all? That's what it looks like. Anyway, so more elderberries. I don't know how that like randomly got down there, but I harvested some seeds from my marigold last year. And so apparently one got into that pot along with a little piece of an elderberry plant. And so I do still have you know, a few of the small elderberries. But the dog was like, he was ruthless. He was ruthless. And let me tell y'all something really super sad, right? This right here, I dug this up thinking that I was digging up shampoo ginger lily. But this clearly is not shampoo ginger lily, okay? Y'all see it? Clearly is not shampoo ginger lily. That looks more like a canna lily or something like that. But I thought I was digging up some shampoo ginger lily right before I left, and apparently that's not what I did. So guess who has to go and buy shampoo ginger lily? The lady that always has shampoo ginger lily. That is nuts to me. So this is the blue iris. These came from AJ's Green Thumb. Hi Gina versus Gina. A great video. Did a really, really great video. The tour of your garden. I enjoyed it. Oop, oop. See. Throw your trash away. All right, so here we go with some peppers. I got a patty pan squash that is coming up. The first one that I planted, it passed on. So I couldn't do anything to really save it. And so I just left the second one. Hi Art Barnes, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Hey Jay Weezy 3-in-1, how you doing? So I got one patty pan that looks like it's going to be very successful, and I'm happy about that. And these are the ones I transplanted in the last video. As you can see, the borage is still doing good. The milk thistle is doing good over there. The safflower, the albino bullnose pepper is doing good. Here are bell peppers, I believe. Yep, green bell peppers over here. I have a couple of tomatoes. This is it says the giant tomato mix. So I just need to literally go and get some more trays, not trays, but pots. What is this? That's another green bell pepper. So I just literally need to go and get some more pots so that I can pot the rest of this stuff up. And I got my earthworm castings, my tomato vegetable plant, my 0-10-10 for my peppers. Got some 511. And I have been having, as y'all can see, I've been having to like really stay on top of spraying, but look what still happens. So I had to upgrade to this one to get rid of some of these spiders and just all types of stuff. There's so much over here. So many different types of bugs, like that monster that we saw just a few minutes ago. But my peppers, I have a video coming out on my peppers. A couple of them are doing pretty good. And yeah, so that'll probably be my next video coming out on those peppers. Hello, hi Audrey Willis, how are you doing? And there, and this one is over here trying to produce. No ma'am, no ma'am, we're not having that, not right now. So let me take y'all over to check it out. So this is cilantro down by there. I know Eco Neighbor stuck that down there because that's just what he do. This right here, hey G Mama, how you doing? So my burdock, this is my burdock, and it is doing fantastic right about now. Comes back to us twice a year. Been in this container for a little while. And so here is the Meyer. This is a Meyer lemon. So I took this before I got sick. I took this baby and I cut it. I mean, when I'm telling you I cut it, I pruned the heck out of it because it was struggling to survive. So I pruned the heck out of it. I put some nutrients over in the soil, and then I just let Eco Neighbor take it from there while I was recovering. And look at this spider. Let me see it. No, y'all can't see that spider, but it looks deadly. All right, so let's go over to the opposite side, and then I'm gonna have to go inside because it's too hot. It's just too hot out here. So I'm sorry for shaking y'all up like that. But I do have some. This one came from Veggie Farm, and so I got that sweet pepper coming up. That's mostly what I wanted to grow anyway this year. I just wanted to stick with my sweet peppers. My blonde bell didn't come up, so I'm gonna start some more of those in a different container because it still may come up. Sometimes peppers are very, very finicky when it comes to germination, and you know, I just put those directly into the soil. So there is an Ozark Giant, and those two came up, so those are doing fine. And something is really loving my Everglades tomatoes that I got from Dan Permaculture Food Forest. They loving it. And let's see. So this is the pink bumblebee tomato. I got this from Grow Something with Jeff, and so I'm really excited to try that one out this year. Down there are more cuttings, some pepper cuttings, some Myers, and probably I should have pomelo. You know what? The dog may have gotten to my pomelo cuttings, and that's why they're not here, because I grabbed everything that I could. But here is my red what do we got? That's my red navel orange, and it's still doing really, really good. It's doing really good. It's looking great, doing great. First sign of some elderberries coming along right there on this plant. Hopefully I'll have a number of them to give me some elderberries this year. Now down in here, this container just broke on me, so there is a sugar baby watermelon. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with a sugar baby out here, because I don't know if it's gonna even get enough sun to produce anything. And then the granville is also right there. So here is my honey bun. This is my Eureka lemon, and I did a little bit of trimming on this. I didn't do much, but it's definitely flowering. It's still flowering just by feeding it and giving some new fruit. Give it some new fruit out of there. So even though we didn't think we were gonna have any citrus this year, we're gonna have some citrus this year, y'all. And this was one of my bare root plants. It's a Bruce plum. I bought this at a local nursery here in town. And wow, this came from Dan Permaculture Food Forest. This is mulberry right here. And a blueberry that I have totally neglected. So anyway, I'm going inside because it's really hot, guys. I don't know if I'm not sure if medication is making me like this, where I can only be outside for a few minutes before I'm just like sweating like crazy. All right, so excuse me just a minute. Let me turn the AC off so that y'all can hear me fine and y'all can talk to me. We can talk to each other now. What is going on, everybody? Whew. All right, there you go. I hope everybody can hear me better now. How's everybody? Look, y'all. Look. She got rid of the gray. She got rid of the gray, y'all. And then I looked in the mirror to see that I have one little piece left up there that I somehow missed. But listen, baby, I ain't gray no more. I ain't gray no more. I ain't want it. So, I want to chat with y'all a little bit about like this heat. Like the heat. Like, what are we doing in terms of what are we growing? Hey, Hands in the Dirt, how are you doing? What are we doing as it relates to this heat and growing vegetables? Because right now, as y'all can see, just being outside for what, 26 minutes, it's got me where I just feeling like, man, I need to jump in the shower. It's got me going crazy. So, I was kind of thinking too, because, you know, I'm planning out things. Great, not your beautiful. Oh, thank you, Gina. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My kids were like, no, Mom, what are you doing? And then little Gigi was like, just send me the pictures when you're done. And I'm like, ugh. That one, she's mine. She is mine. She's me all over again. Is it a beetler worm? Hold on, let me write that down, Robin, because I'm not sure. Let me write that down so that I can go and look it up when I get off of here. So a beetler worm. All I know is when I go back outside, it's going down. That's all I know. It's been just eating off of the satsuma. I looked around everything else, and you know, I saw all of the other stuff, all of the other bugs and spiders and all of that stuff. But I didn't see any more of those. I'm in Ohio. We still have not got that hot. July is usually our hottest month. Okay. And Tina Bits, yeah. Tina texted me her temperatures for the week, and I'm just like, no. I refuse. I refuse to do that. We are in the triple digits until the end of September. Yeah. You say chicken food. Rain of Love. I don't even know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. And I've been hearing about some disturbing like worms that are coming from overseas. I think a lot of it probably travels in, you know, the plants in the soils and whatever. And then they end up in our gardens because obviously we're buying the stuff, right? And so I've never seen anything like that other than the hornworm. That's the only thing I've seen like that. And so we are hot right now. I think we're at like a high of 91 today. And typically, yeah, we're hot at this point of the year. Typically we're hot. And so I'm always thinking about, okay, what type of things can I grow and they still be okay in this heat? Now, mind you, you see how I was sweating? I was in full shade. So that's how hot it is. Like, it's hot. So tell me, this is what I want from y'all. Share with me some of, not just like the regular, you know, regular stuff that we all plant, like the sweet potatoes and whatever. Like, do you all have some stuff that has grown in your really hot weather that could help somebody else who may be trying to just get started at this point? So tell us some stuff that can really be beneficial growing in these really, really warm temperatures right now. Yes, okra. Okra was like one of the first thing on my list, and cucumbers, um, and definitely melons and squash. Um, the one thing that I said that I was not gonna grow again was the red okras, and then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a second chance. Sorrel watermelon, melons, watermelons, and pumpkins and okras do well there. So I said I was going to give those red okras another chance because they were the ones that got to like seven. I think they got to like 7 feet tall, and they would give me Henderson bush beans. Hmm. I'm going to write that one down. I hadn't heard of Henderson bush beans. Yes, I grew callaloo last year for the first time, and I totally neglected it and just didn't do right. Yes, but yes, cowpeas. Yes, G Tribe. I have some. I know I said it the last time, but I got sick, and they really on the way out to you guys this time. The pink eye cowpeas are on the way to you. The purple hull, the Crowder peas, and melons, and absolutely zinnias. Like zinnias and marigolds are like they are like a must for me at this point. Um, I need to have them. That's a good one. I need to have them everywhere. Those zinnias and marigolds. Um, that's a good one. The yard long noodle beans. I had the yard long asparagus ones. So I'm not sure if that's the same thing that you're calling the noodle bean, but yeah, definitely they do good in the heat. Um, I planted sugar baby watermelons and cantaloupe. Um, hold on. Okay. Planted sugar baby watermelon and cantaloupe at the Arizona 9B Homestead 2 weeks ago. It's over 100 every day. They're now, my sister's taking care of them. Great job. Great job. Always helping somebody, Auntie Ellen. Always. Always. Hello, Darlene. How are you doing? Um, And yes, cayenne peppers. I grew so many cayenne peppers I harvested so many off of one plant last year that I didn't replant this year. I got way too many. Way too many. But yeah. I just germinated some callaloo, red and green. Fingers crossed. You're going to do well with it. You're going to do well with it. Let me see. Uh, the New Zealand spinach. Did I get some of those seeds? I don't know, but let me write it down. The New Zealand spinach. There was another one, the longevity spinach. Gotta try that one as well. Okay, see, Tina's in the desert, and she says the New Zealand spinach is doing well there. So if it can grow there, it can grow anywhere. The red veined sorrel. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, hi, Duval City Girl Gardener. How you doing? Tracy Jones said all of my herbs are growing like crazy. Apple mint, chocolate mint, all the mints, sorrel thyme, rosemary, oregano, and figs and hibiscus. Nice, very, very nice, very nice. Um, Juicing with Jay sent me some Atamoya. And I recently ran up on a video talking about the Atamoya. I haven't even started to try to germinate the seeds yet at this point, but that's one of the things that is supposed to be very, very heat tolerant, and it gives you some nice fruit. So I'm going to definitely try to germinate that. And I have to grow my roselle again. Starduster 2 gave me a roselle, and I didn't up pot it fast enough, and it killed it because it needed like some real space in order to grow. I don't know how y'all feel about this edamame soybean, right? Um, but they are delicious. I feel bad even saying that they are delicious because you definitely like want to be very careful with men and soy. Um, and I really don't buy them, but they are delicious to me. Okay, they are very delicious to me, and you're growing them, loving them for look. See, hello, hello, hey, Black Coffee, how you doing, sis? Good to see you in the chat. Um, your Roselle is doing great. Awesome. 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 Hey, Edward Smart, how are you doing? So I definitely want to. There is this purslane. I always see this commercial from this herbalist. Because you kind of get commercials that of whatever your interest is on your timelines, right? On whatever social media platform you're on. So one that is always on like every platform that I go on is this lady talking about purslane, and she's talking about this is like a very nutritionally dense thing that grows, and it grows wild in a lot of places, and we just see it as a weed in a lot of cases. And so that's something that I definitely, if I did not order it with my last batch of herbs, I'm definitely going to order it soon, because it is one of she was talking about the native tribes eating purslane. It was like one of the staples that they would eat and be able to stay healthy, etc. So that's something that I want to try. I also want to try a jujube. I know probably a lot of you have a jujube. How many of you have a jujube tree already? Because I definitely want to try one of those. I think the first person I heard talking about it, I can't even remember. But I do remember the VA Growing Gardener singing about the jujube tree. And I was like, and I thought it was very interesting. Now, I hear that it's much like figs or whatever, and I don't really like figs like that, but I know the nutritional value. And I know that you can use the leaves to help with blood pressure and to help keep your blood sugar under control and those type of things. So it's something that I'll definitely be planting whether I like it or not. I actually bought a Chicago Hardy fig, and the dog got to it, but it still had the roots attached. And so I took it and I put it into a pot. I put it into just a little small pot, and it's out there and it's growing. So he didn't get to destroy that one. Little bad self. But yeah, he was out there going to town. He was going to town on our plants and stuff because I don't know. I guess he was bored, and he gets that. He ate a rug, so like my plants ain't special. He ate a rug too. So if you live near a coastline, sea beans at your local markets, or pick it yourself, is packed with vitamins and minerals. Okay. Hey Pooh Bear, how you doing? Foster Family Fun said they have a jujube tree, just planted one like 2 months ago, along with what, Foster Family Fun, like 40 other trees. Y'all are doing so good over there. So good. Doing so good. And then I chose not I chose not to grow potatoes and sweet potatoes. Thank you, Edward Smart. You always do. Thank you. Thank you for sharing out the video without me even having to ask. Thank you, Edward Smart. I appreciate you. So, oh, another one is y'all. So y'all remember me growing the purple tomatillos? So even though my tomatillos never turned purple, right? I saw some evidence of them like wanting to turn purple, but for some reason, probably user error, they did not turn purple. They just stayed green. Um, and they had like a little purple piece on them, like a little purple stripe on them, right? And but the thing is, I was gonna, cause y'all know when my space was very limited. My space was very limited at my house, as it is here, right now. But my space was very limited, and so um, when I put things in the ground, I need you to produce. I need you giving us food because, like, I'm trying to can things, I'm trying to dehydrate things. Like, I need you to produce. And if you're not going to produce for me, I will yank you up and throw you in the compost, right? And so, the one thing that I did not yank up and throw into the compost was the tomatillos, because the tomatillo brought so many pollinators. It was just, it was nice. It was really, really nice. It brought so many pollinators. So I let it grow. They need full sun to turn purple. I just planted some. And that would speak to why mine did not turn all the way purple. Because that backyard was kind of shady as well. So, um, okay. And so I definitely am growing tomatillos again. I was like mad at them because they didn't turn purple, and I was like, if you don't turn your color, like you're gonna be bitter and all of this stuff. I was like, I was feeling a little angry, and so I pulled them at the end of the season when the plant just started to kind of die back. But the bees love them. The bees absolutely love them. And another thing that the bees love is the loofah plant. How many people are growing loofah this year? So I grew loofah for the first time last year, last spring into the summer, and they gave me tons of pollinators as well. So that's one of my goals, is to make sure that I plant enough things, that I plant enough flowers. Rain and Love is growing some loofah. Um, First time on at Homestead. How you doing, sis? Growing some loofah. I have the seeds, but too late to plant. I don't know, because I think you still may be able to plant those loofahs. Like, I would chance it at this point, because our growing season is a little bit longer. I'm still in 8B, so our growing season is a little bit longer, and so I harvested those in, like, I want to say it was like October. I want to say it was like October. So you still do have some time. And the wonderful thing about the loofah is that it is also edible. So if you catch the loofah things when they are young, like when they're young and they're still kind of, I can't even say that they're soft, but they're soft compared to what they're going to be. You take them and you can stir fry them up when they're young like that. But you have to just catch them when they're when they're young. Duval City Girl, you growing loofah too? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I found a plant. I don't know if it's tomatillos or ground cherries or gooseberry. Oh, the dog ate my gooseberries. Oh my gosh. I found them at Tractor Supply, and they had the plants for like $6.99, $7.99, and that was one of them that the dog got to my gooseberries. So I had never grown them before. Me, I threw some in my. You threw some in your melons? Ah, but yeah, he got my gooseberries. So I'm gonna have to buy some more because I couldn't, you know, locate part of the plant. He probably ate it. I couldn't locate it. So um, let's see. So obviously, well, I guess we'll go back to some of the normal things that people grow, which is peppers. Peppers do very very well in the heat. So that's definitely one of the things. Did you eat? Did you get a dog too? No, it's not my dog. It's my friend's dog, and he is I was telling them earlier that he is Tractor Supply has gooseberries on clearance now. Okay, nice. I'm gonna have to go by there. I went in yesterday, but I really didn't go into that area. I was looking for some fencing. You know, we're gonna have to put up fencing and stuff. Take care, Darlene. Have a great day. We're gonna put up fencing and things to protect our chickens out on the land, and so I didn't really look at the plants, and then Eco Neighbor is like, stop it. We're gonna have just more and more stuff to move. And then I still went and bought my daughter her first bush lime tree yesterday because I saw it. It was a little bitty thing. It was $16. And when are you seeing $16 fruit trees? I could not leave it. So I bought it for our oldest daughter so that she can start planting and stuff. And she already has some tomatoes. And so they're going to come back by, and I'm going to give them peppers and things to take on with them so that they can get started. Because have y'all seen these food prices? Eco Neighbor and I went into a store in the country just this past weekend. And let me tell you how much a packet of Salisbury steak. Y'all know the mystery meat, the Salisbury steak, right? Those. The Salisbury steak family pack, which is normally like, I guess like $5.99 or whatever, was $16. Woo! When I tell you, both of us were like turning around to walk up out of there, and we went but we were just so curious that we just walked through the store and was like, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Out here where like this is the country, like the middle of the country. And I'm just like, no. It's out of control for sure. Hi, Mama J. How are you doing? It is out of control. Hi, Courtney Taylor. Blessings back to you. $58 for eggs. Wow. See, that's why you got to get you some chickens. I'm telling you, got to get you some chickens. Yeah, I bought my chickens at the wrong time, but whatever. They are like 15, 16 weeks old. We have 5 roosters. So initially shot a deer and a wild hog. Oh, freezer full, freezer full. Hey, Veggie Farm, how you doing? Freezer full. But yeah, 5 roosters. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I, at least 3 of them are trying to crow already, and they have been, which is why we had to evict them from the RV park before we got evicted. Um, man, I'll be using flax. That's right. That's right. That's right. You put them up on game, Black Coffee. Use them flax seeds for them eggs. Yeah, yeah. So I was just like, yeah, our chickens are not here anymore. They are at the friend's house. The dog has not eaten them. He hadn't eaten any of them. Um, but he ate everything else, but he hadn't eaten any of the chickens as of today so far at this point today. So um hopefully really soon we'll have enough space cleared off so that we can get the chickens out there. Gigi, I'm saying Eco Neighbor needs to shoot a deer. Oh, he needs to shoot a deer and a hog on your land. And listen, we put up cameras out there last week so that we can see what type of stuff is coming through. But we've definitely seen deer tracks out there, and a few other things. So yeah, yeah. Listen, our family hunts like we don't really, but we got people in our family. They hunt, they fish, they do it all. So, Robin, you got 15 chickens. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is awesome. So we're going to. I got one chicken on my hit list already because he tried to peck my foot, and I knew better to wear my boots when I put out there. When I went out there to feed him, and so he kept approaching me, and I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be the one." It's the one my husband calls Lil Bit. Lil Bit is marked for the freezer. Let me tell you, he marked for the freezer. And so, my daughter says she's the one that's taking care of them right now. She says that the biggest rooster is her nemesis. And so he has been bothering her every single day. She said none of the other ones bother her. Little bit bothers me. And the biggest rooster bothers her. So she said we need to keep the biggest one. She calls him Herbert. So she said we need to keep Herbert, because he's going to be the one that will protect the hens. So we only have 4 hens and we have 5 roosters. So I'm going to have to, yeah, little biscuit. Exactly. So I'm going to have to, oh, Tracy, you're processing. Nice, 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 nice. Freezer full. Fill up them freezers. Ladies and gentlemen, fill up those freezers because I am telling you. How you hoeing and sewing? How you doing? TLC in the garden, hello, how you doing? Fill up those freezers. You know, we got to get a little extra space, but we got to get an extra freezer because we're going to have to fill up some freezers. Because the prices on sausage, I wanted some sausage, all right? I don't eat it all the time, but I wanted some sausage. Once I got my appetite back, I went like 2 weeks without really being able to eat. And so when I got my appetite back, Eco Neighbor, it is, if you can hear me, it's a liquid. It's like a liquid in a bottle. Okay, so if you're listening, it's a liquid in a bottle. So what was I saying? What was I saying that threw me off? Anyway, I'm gonna end up having to get some more chickens. So we were, I was talking about us being out in the country. Oh, the sausage. Thank you, Tina. See, boy, old people brain. So I wanted sausage because, like, I wanted something that was familiar. Um, and so I went into the store. It was like there's not a lot of sausage in there anyway, but what was there, the 5 pound thing of sausage was $23. And I was so frustrated. And I turned right around and walked right on up out of there. Even the little Andy sausage was like $5. And I'm like, no, this is supposed to be $1.99 on any day of the week. Like, I just couldn't do it. And so I left on up out of there, and I found something different and just went home with that. Yeah, it was $23. Good time to be vegan, y'all. Yeah, and we are actually we practicing. We are for real practicing. Yeah, the smoked sausages. Can't even find them anymore. Yeah, those. Yeah, those are the ones. So we're practicing with, like, buying the little small salads. They have like a little chicken in them. They have a little of that hard behind cheese in them, and it'll have a little thing of dressing and that really hard nasty lettuce, right? Like, my husband is really being a soldier about it. Like, he will take it and he'll tear that bad boy up. And I'm sitting here, like, really struggling trying to get this thing down. But I get it done. And he's like, I'm telling you, you better get used to just eating like this. You better get used to eating out of the garden and eating these vegetables, because at some point, like, how are you going to even be able to afford it? How are you going to be able to afford to buy the meat? Yeah, I'm sorry. My face is just, it tells on me all the time. I'll be trying to make our own deer sausage. I have everything I need. Nice. Yeah, my sister has made some as well. So, we're definitely going to be working closely with them to see how we can keep the freezer full as well. But out there on the land, like, is stuff running out there. So I think we'll be fine, at least for a while, you know, with getting our practice in on hunting and processing and that type of thing. One step at a time. We got to get out there first. But yeah, there's definitely food running around out on the land. Oh, I do. Okay, let me see. All right, I'll let that one ride. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Better get to fish and pescatarian is an option as well. And we're actually, Eco Neighbor has been talking for a while. Him and Callie Homesteading with Pooh Bear have been talking for a while. I got that eagle eye. Man, I need some. No, you're right. I got that eagle eye. I've been working on my headshots anyway. Hands in the dirt. Been working on my headshot. But I know that ain't the best place to hit no deer. I'm just saying, zombie apocalypse. But anyway, yeah, we are definitely going to be like working on building our skills and things. But back to Donnie. Yes, Eco Neighbor is going to be working on fish for us as well. The land does not have a pond on it, but we've been kind of like pricing how much it would cost to put a pond in, and then get it stocked up once we got it in. But we'll worry about that down the road. We just gotta like get out there. Hey, David Corey with Crop, how you doing? Um, we'll get all that stuff done, in time. But in the meantime, we just want to get out there. Hey, Kadesh Farm Homestead, how you doing? Hey, Gigi sis, stopping by to show some love. Our families live off our land and teaching others to do it, hunting and processing our own. I'm so happy for you and your family. Thank you so much. And Kadesh Family Homestead, y'all got a lot of sheep. Like, Kadesh Family Homestead is gonna eat when nobody else is eating, okay? Um, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yes, we're excited to be able to get out there, but we put up the camera so we could see kind of what was going and coming and walking up through that. I bet it is some good eating. I've had goat, but I have not had lamb yet. So well, I have had lamb. I've had lamb plenty of time, but I don't know if there's like, because I was looking at the menu when we were at, hey, Black Guns, how you doing? Black Guns and Garden. I was looking at the menu and there was like some different. Black coffee gotta show out. It just gotta show out. But yeah, I'm going to. Yes, I have had lamb. Let me stop telling that lie. Let me stop telling that. So, Homestead in the Hood. How you doing, sis? I have to invite you out to a lamb barbecue when we're settled on our new property. And congratulations to you all too for getting your new property. Congratulations. Yes, the curried goat or the stewed goat is great. Yes, they are. And we had it at a Indian restaurant, and let me tell you, it cleared out all my sinuses and all of that stuff, but it was absolutely delicious. Gardening and Holistic Fun. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. And so we were let me see what that was. Thank you Pit Stop for handling that. So yeah, I do like a variety of things. I like to try anything once, like when it comes to food. Okay. When it comes to food, I like to try anything once. And so I tried that, and I thought it was great, and I would go back again, but I just don't prefer to pay $40 per plate. So if I can go and buy me a lamb and bring it out onto the property and then get it processed or whatever. Hey, Andale, how are you doing? And get it processed, then we'll do it that way. But I just don't like paying $40 per plate for much of anything. And yeah, it was delicious, but no, I ain't doing it. I'm just not doing it. Let's see. I love lamb. I could eat it daily. Thank you, Lavender, for luck. Thank you so much. Thank you. 61 likes, 61 in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. So we are, for those who did not know, we did buy land. Me and Eco Neighbor are eventually going to like do a video together to like just talk with y'all, just answer some questions and that type of thing in regards to the land. And so everybody is pretty excited about it and really ready to get out there. But we're doing just fine right here, and we aren't in just a huge hurry to get out there, because like right now it's hot. It's just hot. And we initially was saying, well, we're just gonna wait until it cools down some, but we're so impatient that we can't just not do anything at this point. So um we're doing little things out there, and we'll kind of show you guys, you know, um we'll kind of show you guys a few of the things that we're doing. But in the meantime, we're just gonna keep on trying to chop and clear what we can. We're making some leeway now because we've been out there several times, and we definitely, yeah, we definitely have to watch out for the snakes and things. The farmer across the road from us told us, yeah, there are definitely rattlers out here, so y'all got to be careful. And you know, we thankfully we haven't run upon anything. Hi, Brooke. How are you? We haven't run upon anything yet at this point. But Jay's Life Out Loud. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. And so we're just, you know, we're taking our time. Obviously, you know, we're very cautious, and we don't go out there in earphones, and we pay attention, and we're taking our time. Like, we have the rest of our life, you know, whatever that is, however much time God gives us, we have the rest of our life to be able to you know, get out there. But we want to make it sooner rather than later. And oh, these land clearing people have lost their mind. They have lost their mind. And no, I don't want, you know, governmental agencies coming on our property. So that's like not an option for us. And one guy told me, he was like, I want to see you guys do this in a more formal way. I need you all to like do some CAD drawings, and come out with get some landscaping teams or some sort of agencies to come out, and you know, and I'm just like, he was like, I need y'all to do pools, and he just went on and he went on, and I was like, why on earth do we need all of this stuff, sir? Like, this is not your land. This is not your dream. This is mine. This is Eco Neighbors. Like, what are you talking about? Why on earth would I go and pay somebody all of that? Why? But you know what, Courtney Taylor? Like, I don't even get offended because, like, number one, I'm just like that. I'm really not easily offended. And number two, if I didn't put it out there, he couldn't say nothing about it, right? So, he was like, what else he said? Y'all look like y'all need cash. I was crying. He was like, y'all look like y'all need some cash. And I was like, buddy, who don't need cash? What are you talking about? And he came back and said, well, I get it that like you're just posting, just sharing your news, and that you're not like, you know, doing a crowdfunding or whatever. So I was not insulted at all, because guess what? Don't you need some cash? I need some cash. So, but no, we won't be starting any crowdfundings to clear off our land or any of that. But hey, if you put your business out there, people have a right to say something about it. If you can catch a bobcat, man, charge about $65 to $85 an hour. That will put it in it. Yeah. The man was like, he came out there, the first one, right? The first one came out there, and he was heeing and hawing, and I'm standing there because, like, the way my patience is set up in this heat, like, try Jesus, not me. Okay. Don't come to me with no foolishness. And so he came out there, and he was just like, well, and then every time I would ask him about um he does forestry mulching, right? I asked him about the forestry mulching, and he's just like, yeah, but that's gonna do this and that's gonna do that. I didn't like price. Focus. Give me the price. He never gave me a price. He would never give me a price for forestry mulching. I was ready to walk away from him at that point. But, I know Eco Neighbor, he's a lot more chill, right? Than I am when it comes to certain things. And he has his way of getting down to the bottom of things, right? I would have been walked away. I wouldn't get to the bottom of jack because I don't like to play games, particularly when it comes to my money. Okay, I don't like to play games, and so he just kept he and hawing, and the deeper we walked back into the property, he was just like, and my husband's like, bro, listen, you see what this is. You see what it is. Stop trying to come up with different stuff. We already looked at all of those things that you're looking at on your phone right now. My husband actually took his phone and was like, you see this, you see this, you see this. Like, there's no water here, okay? We're gonna have to get a well dug. And so he was just playing too many games, if y'all understand what I mean. I needed to see them twos. Thank you. Black coffee. Thank you, Black coffee. You're so sweet. Thank you, sis. And thank you for putting it in the twos this time. Thank you. The gas prices right now are so high, and I know they use diesel. That definitely is a part of why the prices are out of bounds. Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is that you can go and you can rent the equipment yourself for a full month for a fraction of what they're talking about. So, and we have people, who have cleared land before. The young man whose property our chickens is at right now, they cleared their land, and he was like, y'all, why y'all didn't say nothing? Just say something, and we'll get out there and clear it. So, we have help to get out there and get some trees down. And he was like, our property was way worse. It was way worse than this. And we just have like a bunch of down trees from, when the hurricanes come through, they'll do a little damage, to the wooded properties just like they do to any other property. You need someone who's willing to walk in your vision with you. I'm calling all like-minded small local business owners and some of our IG farmers who's walked this road. No nonsense. Right. No nonsense. James Franklin, how you doing, my friend? So, it's just about finding right, David Corey. Finding those country people to come together and give us a hand. So we have at least two at this point. So we're gonna get it done. We just, my husband works full time, so we are going out there mostly on the weekends, and every now and again we'll go in the week and just check on things and see how everything is, and just sit out there. We were out there in the evening yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, so this is what it's like after work, after a long day of work, and you get to come out here and this is what you get to hear. I was even excited to hear like a dog barking because like it's in the country, and and it was like, it's in the country. So I was excited to hear. It was exciting to hear a dog barking and hear a man talking off in the distance because in the country you can. I don't know if y'all know, but when you're deep in the country, you can hear people's conversations. So if they're not whispering, you can hear their conversations. And I just think it's so cool. We'll work for citrus. Come on, Tracy Jones. Come on, my friend. I'm gonna have plenty of it for you. So I took a Meyer lemon out there, and it's out there. I didn't even plant it because it's a little bitty one. It was like a little transplant. So I was like, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna put a Meyer off to the side. And did you call me if you need some info from us about clearing, lighting, etc.? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, foster family fun. As a matter of fact, we were out looking at wire yesterday. So yeah, we probably will have some questions because I know y'all's already set up and everything to protect your birds and things. So yeah, we'll be in touch. And so yes, we see millions of fireflies light up. Oh my gosh, like lights on the Christmas tree on our property. Yeah, it was so peaceful. It was just so peaceful. And then it was kind of overcast, and so the coolness was hitting us, and like the bugs were not as just aggressive as they are earlier in the mornings when because we typically when will get up and then we'll go out there to do some work. But I'm just that evening, the way it felt out there, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. So anyway, we've been on here for way too long, guys. Way too long. But Eco Neighbor and I are going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about the land. And, I know y'all have like some questions and things. And so, we'll answer some of those questions or whatever. And just kind of show you some updates as we shout at me if you need some guidance. Thank you, Kadesh. Thank you, I appreciate you. Hey there, who is that? Miss Native Cherokee. Hey there, how you doing? Hi, LJ is okay. How you doing? You are very, very welcome. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I didn't even intend to be on here. I just want to say one more thing before Majesty Simpson. How you doing? I want to say one more thing before I actually log off, and that is, I should have said this in the very beginning, but that is a wonderful thank you to the anonymous person who sent me like three separate packets, three separate shipments of herbs. That I hope I'm not being offensive because I know you sent this to me. If you're watching, I know you sent this to me anonymously. So I hope I'm not being offensive by just showing some of the things that you sent. Please forgive me. If you didn't want me to do that. But I wanted to show some of the things that you sent because this was like one of those, I was telling the G Tribe, this is like one of those very, very thoughtful, like, and I love you, I want to see you well gifts. And so it's a bunch of herbs. The first one they sent was this. Has anybody else tried this? This is Dr. Tierra's wild cherry bark syrup with echinacea, support for seasonal health. I I absolutely, I don't know how you knew, but I absolutely love things like this. They sent the quercetin with bromelain. Black coffee, no, it's you. I was like, the person who sent this knows, they know herbs. Like, they are so into, girl, listen, thank you. Hugs. Big hugs to you. I was like, somebody loves me. And my kids came in and they were like, because I was like, who sending out text messages? Like, who sent this? Who sent this to me? And she was like, and my girls were like, it wasn't me. And so she sent me this Mighty Lungs. This one has mullein and plantain in it. She also sent me some mullein. She sent me my B12 and B3 and D3. I was like, somebody loves me. And when my kids walked in today and they saw stuff on the table, they were like, somebody sent you that? And I was like, girl, yeah, girl. Somebody loves me. So, Black Coffee, thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate this. I didn't see any names or any notes, and I looked through all of the stuff, didn't see any notes or anything. But I was like, I was telling the other G Tribe members in the chat, I was like, it's one of those, like, love is what it does type of things. And now, yeah. Thank you, Black Coffee. Thank you, Black Coffee. You're one of a kind. I have some of the things you just shown. Yeah, and I can't wait to get on them because, you know, after you've had, like right now, even my throat is just like, get off. It's telling me that it's time to get off, right? So to have some of these things just to support your lung health, this is like game changer for me, and I really, really appreciate that. So I just wanted to say thank you very much, you know, to the anonymous person we now know that is Black Coffee. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, I got all 3 shipments, girl. Yeah, I'm doing my best to take care of myself. My family is doing their best to remind me to kind of take it slow. I wanted to get back started in the gym this week, but you know, I kind of was like, let me slow it down a little bit because I've been pushing it a little bit. So I'm definitely though gonna start back to the gym next week because, you know, I've been feeling pretty good overall. So I'll start back the gym next week so that I can get just work back up my whatever. Just get work back up to where I'm feeling like really strong again. So yes, you need to push your body, mind, soul. Love yourself. Absolutely. So I'm fixing to love myself right on up out of here and stop talking for a while so that I can like just rest. Okay. But thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you so much for sharing my stamina. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing with all of us today. And yeah, I am listening. I'm listening. I really am. Blessings to all of you. And thank you so much for being in here and sharing with our G Tribe community. I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys again. Squinty Quinton, hey there. How you doing? So I'll see you guys again on next Tuesday, God willing. Remember, guys, when you grow it, you know it. When you grow things from seed. Grow things from seed so that you'll understand them, so that you'll have a personal relationship with those things. So peace and love to all of you, and I will see you guys later. Take care. I love you guys. Thank you. Big hugs to all of you.